Hey, what's up guys, it's Ryan, and welcome back to another episode of the Death Consumes All Quests mod. In the last episode, we were able to finish the Bard's quest, and he was able to teach us how to hide spells, so we brought that information over to the Necromancer, and he was able to reveal the location of the Acolyte we had to kill. Once we killed them, we got more information that we were supposed to head over to Riften after checking out Eriker's house. That's actually where we left off. We just left Eriker's house, so we're on our way to Riften now to find more clues.
Ara'dro is here to help.
No, I know who you are, comrade, and I need your help.
Shh! You want the whole of Riften to hear this? Come with Ara'dro to a more secure place.
We found something nice. Is this more secure right here? Oh, okay. I thought he was going to be like, come to a more secure place with me, and takes like 3 feet of a step to the right, and then he's just like, alright, we're good now. Where's he taking me?
Oh.
What are you doing, man? Come with me to a more secure place. Start shooting flames everywhere. Well, I'm glad you're at least okay. Everyone else in Riften, I don't know. Come on, make haste, Ara'dro. Where are you taking me? I suppose this would be the most secure location to talk about something. We're not going to go in there, are we? Come on, dude. We probably could have just talked right here and it would have been fine. But alright.
Are you with Sindarin or Thindrel?
I'm supposed to know these names?
By the High Archon, you're no comrade, are you? How did you know to find Ara'dro? How? It's supposed to be kept among the eagles.
I killed a Thalmor to know you.
What? Okay. You haven't used your weapon against Ara'dro yet. So Ara'dro guesses you're here to talk, not to fight. What do you want, anyway?
I hear you're developing a measure against the power protecting Darkshade.
What on the moons made you want to go inside Darkshade? That cave is the most perilous place in all of Skyrim. Ara'dro has improvised a measure to go in there, yes. But one last component remains missing, and Ara'dro prefers that it stay so.
Why don't you want the last component? Your people can go to Darkshade with it.
In Cyrodiil, the Thieves Guild robbed the rich
Because
to
once
aid
the
the
last
poor.
component is
Not that they
here,
deserve to
Ara'dro
receive
will
it.
have to complete it,
Different scum.
and the agents of the
Like in
Thalmor will go
Skyrim.
in there to fight. But even if Ara'dro's solution helps them pass through the magic outside, the evil inside will tear the agents to pieces. Ara'dro doesn't want innocent Mer and Khajiit to die pathetically to the undead. It will be a meaningless fight. Don't stand a chance against them.
If you don't want to risk your people's lives, then let me go in there for you.
Ara'dro maintains his stance. No one should die pathetically, not even someone who doesn't understand the eagle.
If I prove to you that I can overcome Darkshade's monstrosity, will you help me?
Ara'dro doesn't think you can, but you may be able to do Ara'dro a favor and prove your worth on the way. Words have it that Dawnstar will put the Thalmor on trial for espionage and manipulation. Ara'dro needs you to rescue him by whatever means needed. Bring him to Riften, to me, safely, considering the dangers on the roads all that way, with the undead roaming everywhere. It should be proof enough.
Admit it. You're just using more words than need be to make me rescue your comrade.
Where's the shame in that? Besides, Ara'dro gets to have his comrade back, and you prove yourself strong enough to overcome Darkshade. That's 2 aristocrats, 1 spill.
But if I die on the way back here, isn't it considered a pathetic death, unlike Darkshade?
You might not die on the way to Dawnstar, but you absolutely won't make it to Darkshade if you can't even manage the former. If you stand a chance, it isn't pathetic.
I suppose so. I'll help you, but only because you'll help me get into Darkshade.
Bring him here safely, and Rajro might consider that.
Alright, so we've made it to Dawnstar. Now it's time to see if we can break our friend out. I'm not really sure what we're going to be expecting in here. It wants me to go in the top, but I'm pretty sure the jail's on the bottom here. It says I can just go right in, so let's check it out. Doesn't look like the guards are too upgraded here. It's probably down here, though, that there's going to be tons of guards. Oh, God. How are we going to get out of this one?
What do you need?
Oh, nothing right now. Excuse me. How'd you get yourself into this mess, friend?
As if it isn't enough that the guards give me that disgusted gaze. What do you want?
I just want some answers. Ara'dro sent me. He wants me to rescue you and bring you to Riften.
Ara'dro? The cat who serves Sindrian. Of all people. I won't turn down his help. Or yours. But I refuse to come with you to Riften. Not to see his treacherous face.
Rajro was just trying to help you. Why the ungrateful attitude?
He and his masters would rather have me stay here until the plague has finished Skyrim. The whole embassy is in Elenwen's hands, and Elenwen is in Sindarin's pocket, just as Ara'dro is. Why do you think they refuse to rescue me?
Yet, he asked me to save you, meaning your word wasn't true.
You know nothing of that.
I suppose that does make a lot of sense. I don't really know anything about these situations, but why the hostility anyway?
He serves Sindarin, the leader of the elven supremacists among us, and I serve his political opponent, Archon Thindrel.
Ara'dro won't help me stop the plague, if he doesn't see you. So, we have to do something here.
Blackmailing. Oh, that's precisely the way of Sindarin's scoundrels. Then it means I must come with you, doesn't it? Fine. Do you have a plan to get me out of jail, at least?
That guy voice acts a really good Thalmor, I must say. Should I kill the guards, or can I reason with them? I'll reason with them.
Good luck with that.
Alright. Yeah, Livia, serenade the guards and they'll let him out. Excuse me. I want that elf released in there.
That elf stands accused of espionage. He's a spy of the Thalmor. Even the Thalmor have cut ties with that little spy. When his trial is concluded, his mighty supreme self will surely meet my you-know-where.
Excuse me. I was kind of standing here. Am I gonna... Should I really threaten him when I'm surrounded by 4 of them? Do you have evidence to accuse him then?
He was spreading those nonsense of liberation to the harbor workers, trying to turn them against the Jarl. Drew maps of Dawnstar, too, probably to plan for an invasion. Every crime of a spy. Fortunately, the harbor overseer found him before that happened.
Hey, guard, have you ever thought about going into radio? Or like maybe movie trailers? He seems like the type of guy that would be like, coming this summer. A new comedy romance. Or a new action thriller. I don't want to threaten him. I know that. He's needed in a plan to stop the plague.
The plague? Huh. Pray it wasn't them who started the plague. Why do you think we even captured him? He may as well be spreading that in the town.
I don't want to do another side quest to let him out, so should I just bribe him? 2,000 gold? I think I could probably get away with that. I mean, I do have it on me right now. How about some septums for his innocence?
I'll inform the Jarl and the other guards that the evidence were insufficient.
Thank you. All right, you're free to go, buddy.
Thanks for the assistance, but why did you do this?
I need you to come with me to Riften to see someone.
That sounds fair. Let us go. See what game you're playing.
Let's go. But first, skill book.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people.
Excuse me? Don't! But you...
Let us go. See what game you're playing.
Alright, are they gonna kill me this time? They better not. Alright. Now I'm gonna quick save real quick. If I walk in here, do they just attack me? Okay. I think I just went in a little too early. That's all.
What is it?
Neranoth, it is you. You are safe.
Spit it out. If Archon Thindriel's people see us, they'll think me a turncoat.
Ara'dro just needed you to be safe.
Your fellow Thalmor should be the least of your fear. The Stormcloaks hold Riften, and each of them is eager to slaughter you.
Enough of this. You were friends with me once, Ara'dro. How could you stand with the evil? Even ridiculously so. A Khajiit with elven supremacists.
Ara'dro just wanted to be closer to his friends. If he helps Mer, perhaps he can even be recognized as Mer. Be accepted as your people.
Pathetic.
Perhaps.
A Thalmor, capable of friendship and love? That's a possibility I never considered.
Ara'dro sees you've rescued Neranoth. You helped Ara'dro and proved your skills. The last component of the solution is the blood of a plague source. Ara'dro's comrades had been searching for one of them, but to no avail. They hid themselves too well. Find one of them. Bring Ara'dro his blood. Then he will help you enter Darkshade.
Oh, I actually just did that.
Sindarin and his supremacists will never think to save the Nords. Think twice before you do Ara'dro's bidding, dear friend.
I'll give him the flask.
Hello, Khajiit friend.
I actually already killed one of the acolytes. Here's their blood.
Good. Ara'dro will complete the ritual for you. Before you proceed further, Ara'dro wants you to make him a promise.
I take promises pretty seriously, but what kind of promise?
That you let Ara'dro help you in the Battle of Darkshade. But if Ara'dro falls behind, do not come to rescue him. If Ara'dro is raised as one of them, do not hesitate to give him his rest. Do you agree?
Well, I really admire your bravery, friend, but he's actually already dead. And a lot of you might not know that either if you've just jumped in this episode. And if you do want to see the fight where I took down the Lord of Death, I'll leave a little timestamp right here where you can go and watch that fight. But yeah, he's already dead, so you don't really have to do anything. Your best place is to help the people with your knowledge, not to fight anyway.
Ara'dro sees the reason behind your words. He can fight hundreds of undead and Imperials, then die gloriously. Or he could stay, guide the lost to the High Archon's way, and develop his magical solutions to save thousands. Thank you, Khajiit friend. The solution is a necklace. Carry it with you so that it repels the dark power from Darkshade. You will be able to enter the cave. As for the monsters within, there is no way to prepare except by having great strength. Ara'dro wishes Khajiit friend the blessings of all divines. Pray, survive, save yourself, and save the land you love. If you return, Ara'dro begs that you do not fight the eagle, for he does not wish to lose a friend.
All right. Well, thank you, Rajro. You've been really helpful. But yeah, we've already actually defeated the Lord of Death, so I think we can just continue the quest from there. Alright, so what other quests do we have to do here? So let's take a look. We have Eagle's Talons, Dragon Claws, which is just investigate Eriker's house, so we're still in the middle of doing that one. I just don't have enough clues yet. We have the Legacy of a Traitor, which is the one we've been doing for quite a while, as well as Death Consumes All, which we'll finish up whenever we actually get to the end and the finale of the quest mod. And Lady in a Tower, which I still have no quest marker or really anything to go off of for that quest. But I do have some Blood of Energies from the Lord of Death fight, the 3 of them there, so let's see if it'll reveal another Acolyte that we have to kill in our memories.
I have learned the truth, yet I dare not seek justice. For when wrong was done upon you by a criminal, you can kill them or appeal to an authority. Yet what could I do when the injustice was done not by 1 or 2 criminals, but an entire empire of greed, murders, and deceit? Perhaps the best I could do was to stay alive. The Empire should believe that I was taken by the fire. No reason for them not to. I decided to go to Markarth. Perhaps there I could finally be at peace within the mountains, close to the land I once called home long, long ago. We spend our lives searching for a perfect home. Not a house, nor a shelter, but home. Some homes more different than the others, but this home is what we spend the entirety of our life's brief while to find, to earn, to try to live in. My home is peace. To be safe and settled. Not a glorious campaign, nor an extravagant banquet. Home for me is never having to run again. But in the end, I finally learned that there can be no peace. Not for me. For mine is the legacy of a traitor, intolerable to the mighty Empire. As once again those shining soldiers in steel, with their chance of glory and country, had come to claim their home. Without much objection, the authorities of Markarth allowed the soldiers into the city, aided their hunt of that traitor, barely an adult. When I heard the marching sounds of soldiers outside my home, instead of agony or wrath, my heart was filled with nothing but questions. Was Markarth not meant for me? If it is not supposed to be where I am at peace, then which village, which city, which nation is? Or perhaps fate never even intended for me to find that peace, for it has gifted me with the Dubois name, pit me against an empire. For a joke. First, the Divines made the heroes who have earned the world's respect through their fulfillment of justice and defense of the weak.
Oh my god.
Then, they made me. If the Almighties have willed that some are fated to become the great men, and the others their stepping stones, is there a meaning to fight it? But this life is mine. Not for the gods above that heavens, or the kings in their palaces to rule as they see fit. I chose to survive, even if that is through the ruin of the order they've built and profited from. I ran from the Warrens before the soldiers saw me, made my way to the wilderness to train myself and prepare for one last journey. To find that hero who rode the dragon to slaughter the villains and burned their homes. Then kill him. Livia Salvian's parents died to the Dubois soldiers. Then he killed mine. If I kill him, then myself, perhaps this cycle of hate will end forever.
Someone do something!
Alright, we started chapter 3, which is the champion, and there was a bit of chaos going on in the background. I actually missed a lot of that just because of how just funny that was. We did get another quest too to kill the Acolyte, a wolf among sheep, so we'll do that. But we also have one more Blood of Energy. that we can use to start one more dialogue sequence. I do want to see if these guys are okay over here, though. No! Don't turn into a zombie! Move! Right. I got him. Thanks, Khajiit. Oh, this plague is getting out of control!
Well, this should have run off.
Everyone in Riften is going to be dead. What? She just... I just killed you!
Now you're mine.
Well, sign of it.
Oh well. Must have run off.
Double zombie. Is there any more? Are you alright, Madesi? He's fine.
Safe travels, Landstrider.
Safe travels to you, too. Let's sit down and listen to this last memory before we jump and kill that acolyte.
The trip to Cyrodiil was never meant to be an easy one. The Geral's cold and the chaos wrought by the Imperial civil war all took their tolls. The war was near its end, as the Middies and the Salvians pushed that traitor Aurelius to his last stand. Victory was within the Emperor's grasp. Amulius would be there to kill the traitor, unlike hunting an orphan. Killing a chancellor who colluded with the Thalmor shall earn him a great honor. I managed to find Aurelius, presented him my plans to capture the Imperial general. Then he could use him to negotiate terms with the Emperor. This Aurelius was a powerful man, but when death became imminent and the tiger was cornered, one would not double think a chance to survive. He believed I was sent by the Thalmor to assist him, and retreated to a cave I had laid trap on. Once Livia Salvian broke King Blanchard's trap by killing the archer's position to slaughter him. He became the hero who recovered High Rock. But archers he could kill. Death he could not. Once he has entered the cave's heart, gases of poison shall flood the entirety of the caves. Then Amulius Salvian, Benito Aurelius, and Marlene Dubois, all of us fade away forever, with the fates of us all sealed. And I would have attained the peace that I once sought, returning to my home.
Alright, Livia. I unlocked some more memories.
Hello.
The Arch-Acolyte was once a fugitive, running from those who wanted her dead.
She tried to escape death.
So now that we're learning more about the, people that we've been chasing this entire time and learning the story and how it all happened, she has been forced into this due to, the family she was born in. So I don't necessarily hate them, but yes, they are evil. So it is it's hard to really decide what I want to do here. I'm kind of on both ends. She never asked to be a traitor's grandchild, yet his legacy forced her to run.
She had to run. No other choice could be made. For what followed was death, her family's enemies, and its sins. Her grandfather made the mistake of forsaking his allegiance, so her family was left with none.
Tell her the truth. I mean, I feel like she needs to know the truth, but that's going to make her feel doubt in her belief, which is kind of what's been happening through all of these stories we've been unlocking here. I think I'm going to tell her the truth. The Dubois never betrayed the Emperor. The war was his.
No, not true. It's all lies. Can't you see? The Arch-Acolyte is evil. Of course she told us these lies to sway us. When we lose faith in our country, then she's won. That's why she left the soul gem in the first place, didn't she? Expecting us to get it? Trust it?
I mean, it's possible, but I don't know what to say. This is one of very few and far between times where I can't really decide what I want to do in a quest mod. Because I want to tell her the truth. I hate lying in any way, but, you know, I want her to stay with me and I want her to fight and I want her to have faith in our country, so... You know what? You're right. The Arch-Acolyte made it to sway us.
She is evil. She wanted to make the champions of what is just fall to her trap, question our cause, then turn to evil like she did. When the time comes, when I finally meet this traitor, I'll silence her forever, so that her poison will never harm a soul again.
I wasn't saying that we should become evil, Livia. You're looking too far into this. I'm not saying that we should become evil. I'm saying maybe there's a reason why everything here's happening. Just because we don't want to... we still want to stop everything happening, you know? But maybe we don't have to kill her. But, you know, in the memory she said she wants to die and have the cycle of hate end. And I feel like it's inevitable that she's going to die. But we know her story and, you know, she is evil, but so is the Empire. So it looks like we got to go kill the Acolyte to continue this quest. Where are they located? I'm going to get rid of this one and this quest. Let's just keep this our active quest so we can actually know where they are. They're probably going to move. I don't see them staying right there. Let me see if they do move by waiting an hour. I wait an hour, go back into my map. Are they in the same place? No, they do move. Okay, I'm glad I prepared for this. So where'd they go now? Are they in Riften with me? No way. Holy cow, they are in Riften with me. Hello, Mr. Acolyte. How convenient that you're here.
Is there something you want?
No. Here's a little delayed. Just, oh shit, Livia, I'm sorry.
Your evil is what led to your downfall.
Wait, no, I didn't.
By the order of the Jarl. Stop right there.
You sure I'm the one committing crimes here?
Done.
I'm gonna see what happens when that guy gets back up. Nothing? Nothing's gonna happen? He's just cool with it? Really? I have a bounty? Really high bounty, too. Oh, God. What do I do?
So be it.
See ya!
Coward, you rat.
I swear by the end of this quest mod, we're going to be wanted in every city. Oh, God, they're shooting at me. Yeah, Solitude hates us. Dawnstar hates us. Riften hates us. Oh, my. We're just a wanted man. Oh no, there's more. Oh, I shouldn't have went that way. I was able to scoop up the Acolyte's blood and the blood of energy that I needed to start the next part of the memory. So hopefully that'll unlock another part of the quest for us. I do want to just keep running though because these guys are just shooting at me like crazy. I didn't want to start the dialogue inside of Riften because for that second dialogue, I was barely even able to listen to it because of all the chaos that was going on inside. So let's go to a little more secluded place before we listen to this memory. Come here, bring it on. All right. Things are starting to quiet down a little bit. Am I hidden? I'm hidden. Okay, we can listen to this memory. As I'm just covered in blood.
The general walked into the cave with his guards. The Chancellor awaited him with open arms. They did not know death awaited them both. One anticipated a trap, but expected to disarm it. The other believed this trap would not harm him. Aurelius watched my grandfather's execution as High Chancellor. He could not be forgiven for allowing the injustice to pass. And Amulius, the man who had commanded the destruction of my family, laid waste to my homes, deserved a death just as hideous. The war my family started caused the death of Amulius's parents. He hated the Dubois for that. And then I hated him for taking revenge. Perhaps That's why he was so eager to eliminate the Dubois, so that the legacy of his enemy will cease to exist, and the cycle ends in his favor. Not allowing these thoughts to trouble myself, I hid in the shadows, as the two worst devils in my world met. I was to unleash the poison and slaughter them all, yet I held my hands. Trying to shake his faith in the Empire, the former Chancellor told Amulius the Dubois War's truth, of the injustice that it did him as it did us. I smiled in relief. The hero's loyalty was relentless.
No.
But before his death, he finally realized his master was that which took his all. Yet his response was one of cold and indifference. Livia Salvian had always known what truly killed his family, and he serves it, kills its enemies, just as my grandfather did for his liege. Hate didn't drive him to murder my parents and siblings. He only killed them to tell the world that the blame belonged with the traitors. The Empire made him a hero, and a hero ought to preserve his legacy. Prove his faith to the nation that murdered his parents. Then he could thrive. I thought we were both trapped in a cycle of hate that would end if we all died. But what was the point, if there never even existed a cycle?